Representing Farouk.
Welcome to the Baqueer Twogere, a virtual LBQ sport where we laugh, love, and laugh.
And we are the Baqueer Twogere.
She said what she said.
She said what she said. Now we are in somewhere in Uganda, but we don't know where exactly because we cannot sit in our office. We cannot sit in the comfort of our studio. We do not have an office anymore. Farouk does not have an office anymore. That's why we are under the rock. But we said no. We have to represent. And in studio with me, I have the baddest team always.
Gazelle, your woman lover.
Gazelle, the woman lover, who does not have a desk to work.
Amor, the sweet chocolate.
The sweet chocolate.
How y'all doing?
Yes.
Hello, Biggie.
And Diddy the dolphin.
Diddy the dolphin. That's new. Okay, that's new. These are all workers of Farouk, and we are somewhere that I don't know. Yeah? Do you know why? Yes, you know why. And we are here to represent a podcast on anxiety. Why anxiety? And why in October?
It's Optimistic October, and October basically is mental health awareness month, and there are days that have been observed, that have been dedicated, that have been commemorated to mental health awareness. And we have from 1st of October to 7th of October is a mental illness awareness week. And then we have 10th of October, that is a World Mental Health Day. And these days we're focusing on anxiety as being the commonest mental health challenge amongst the majority of individuals.
Yeah.
Okay. The anxiety is something that we really don't take seriously, or maybe that comes unknowingly to us. And we are here to talk about it so that, our listeners out there can, get a view on this, because me, myself, this was new to me. Someone told me that, they asked me if I've ever been anxious or had anxiety. And I was like, I don't know. But there's some feelings that you can get yeah, and this is why we're going to know what is anxiety and who gets anxiety. Now, anxiety to me, it's that feeling when you feel like you're under the water, drowning but not drowning. You want to die but you can't die. You're still living. And in Swahili they say kufa hufi ila cha moto unakipata. That you're not dying, but you're still gonna get it. You're still gonna feel it. You're still gonna face it rough. That is anxiety to me. Do you have any other?
For me, anxiety is the enormous fear, the uneasiness, and the worry of the known and unknown, and worry of first of all, the outcome.
Yeah, the outcome. So the outcome, I was with someone who would just start crying. And at first, I would really feel so pissed. I'm like, why is this person doing these things? Like, what the heck? I would even get away from them. Because this is something new. I don't want to say it is new, but in our heads and to our attention, it's foreign. It is foreign to give attention to a person who is going through anxiety. Now, earlier this year, Uganda experienced the Anti-Homosexual Act. Now, that went to all the LGBTQ community. Everyone faced it. Now, this is where I am posing a question. Do you think, because lives are not anymore, the same anymore. Lives are not the same anymore again, how has this contributed to anxiety in the community? What do you think?
The Anti-Homosexuality Act, just the mention of the act, the introduction of the act in Parliament and the whole process of discussions back and forth actually created a lot of anxiety. So many people within Uganda had never heard of such kind of a bill discussions, and the way the MPs were saying whatever they were saying in Parliament in a disgusting way created a lot of panic within the movement. So many people were fearing whatever they don't know. Some people started running away. Actually, we had people who decided to run away and leave Uganda, go to Kenya. Others started moving from towns to villages, until we started getting stories of attack on LGBT persons in the villages now. Yeah, attacks started in the village, so that created panic. Imagine where you expect to be running to is where the war started from. So that that created a lot of panic within the community, because people were scared. They didn't know what to do. People stayed inside, and so that created a lot of panic. Staying inside, you don't know how to go get food. You're fearing to just walk even past borders. Everyone kind of had authority. I mean, the general public in Uganda had authority. The words on social media, where everyone stated whatever they wanted to do to the LGBT community, any LGBT individuals. They call for arresting of these people, the killing, people who want to kill us, because the lies that were being spread all over social media made us, it created panic, because you can't explain to the world that that's not true. Instead, you just have to, you take a walk of shame to the shops, or you take a walk of shame to the market, wanting deep inside there, you want to explain to people that whatever is being preached is wrong, and yet you can't do it. No one will give you that audience. Some of us who could walk to the shops walked. It was a walk of shame to the shops, because everyone looks at you as someone who wants to,
the brave ones.
Yes, and that's someone who wants to turn our children into homosexuals. You could easily get attacked by anyone because of the lies that were being spread everywhere on social media. By the way, for me, social media created a lot of panic. I stopped watching news and checking out things on social media. But somehow it's hard for you to live without social media and news. You don't want to hear what is happening, but at one point you want to know, what exactly is what is going on. And that period when they were not passing the bill was very troublesome. I wanted them to pass the bill so that we see what to do. Yes, we see what to do next. Because he said it's coming, it's about to come, it's not coming, he's signing, he's not signing. And I just wanted it to be signed, and that's it. So that we have a plan. We put up a plan to deal with the situation, rather than keeping you in that state of back and forth. Yes, suspense state creates more panic.
And panic brings anxiety, right?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Given the discrimination and stigma that the community has been facing, even before the passing of the law, sort of gives permission and affirmation to society to do whatever they want to do with LGBT persons. So obviously, anxiety rose. People's safety plans they had before had to change. Interaction with family, interaction with landlords, interaction with self, interactions with siblings, because the law had clauses that penalize anyone who knows if you're LGBT person and they don't share your identity. So I mean, for me as an individual, it rose a bit of consciousness, but again, my anxiety rose from 80 to 250, because I had a case in court running by some of the people who participated in propelling the passing of the bill, of the law. So yeah, my dealing with the community went down, but also the fear of seeing my peers being arrested and then seeing those leave the country. It was just crazy. It was just a crazy experience, and the anxiety is there, but as they say, you start a journey and you strive regardless.
The things that I had moved on from, and they came back after. I was used to, the men downtown spotting you out and gwe chakula sajja whatsoever. Oyakubira munju whatsoever. Now I got to a point. At first, I was uncomfortable with this. my younger age, and then I got used. And then when the passing of the bill, the act, now I went back to even being uncomfortable, and now I'm scared. Because nowadays, like, whenever I walk downtown there with someone who does not dress like me, you hear someone shout like, or whatsoever. Because somehow, somewhere, at the end of the day, we are girls, and when you're walking downtown or somewhere, somehow you hold hands, even if there's nothing, no string attached to it. And then you're smiling at someone, and you be like, what are you doing? Someone is going to throw a line at you somewhere, somehow. Anyways, but people don't know that they are going through anxiety, right? They don't know. Even the community, they don't know. You just experience something that you don't know. We need to pull attention to people to realize this. And it takes me to a question where I ask, like, what are the emotional and physical signs of anxiety?
Sorry, Amma, before I go to the physical signs, I want to talk about the impact of AHA. Us working with in the organizing of LBQ movement, it has been like a panic attack. Imagine you have this emergency response line, and every time someone calls, like, it has now changed from just being scared, but to now being very, very cautious, and then also not having a life.
Yeah.
Because, like, imagine bakusanze no muntu, death.
I'm telling you.
Like, we cannot have sex in peace. You cannot do anything in peace. Everything has just makes you really, really scared.
And our trust
panic.
issues also. I mean, our trust, whatever is there, down. I met someone in a cashier, the mall, and then the person was, I think they were innocently just saying hi, and then asking for my number. Oh, I like I like the way you look and the way. And then in my head, I'm like, how do you just come on to me and tell me, like, you like the way I dress? This thing is no longer fine, no longer okay. So this person, okay, I gave out my number, but they keep calling and I don't answer. Some part of me was okay giving out the number, but now the part of me of picking the call and having a conversation is like,
Like everyone makes you question who they are now.
Yeah.
Like even my family, I used to talk about advocacy like it was cool, but now you talk about advocacy, then you start be like, like, you tell your sister, don't be an advocate, because they think my advocacy. It's about maybe inclusivity, or they think you're fighting for the rights of people to be babying out with that.
Just
for them to be gay, but it's not because you're doing the work.
In addition to that, they really brought about increased unemployment within our community, and unemployment brings about financial crises and financial bondages, and which really contribute to increased anxieties.
Okay.
Yeah. So coming back to the physical,
yes.
Emotional. I'll talk about the emotional.
The signs.
The signs. So you have that constant panic.
Okay.
You have that sense of loneliness, but it's like as if you're comfortable being alone, but it's not a very good thing, because everyone scares you, and then you're always worried. So when you're worried, your heartbeat it's called what, palpitations?
Palpitations.
Yes, you're always nervous. I think those are some of them, maybe.
Yeah. All right. Before we go any further, let's put a pin on that, and we'll be right back.
Hey, I've got a question.